Should all felons be treated the same? I say no. People with new felonies should not be treated the same as someone with a felony many years ago. People who commit low-level, nonviolent crimes should not be treated the same as murderers and violent criminals. Society rules continue to punish felons even after they have served their time and have been rehabilitated to the society. People with previous felonies are denied the privilege that keep them from being productive members in the community. Today, I would like to persuade you to change your views towards people with felonies and help change policies that prevent them from returning to society. To begin with, people with felonies are not all the same and should not be treated as such. People who commit crimes such as murder or rape should not be grouped together as the same as nonviolent criminals or people with recurring misdemeanors. There are different classes of felonies in Kentucky. Capital offenses and A and B felonies are considered your violent crimes. Class C and D felonies are your low-level crimes. All felons cannot be denied or can be denied fair housing and jobs and etc., no matter what classification they are. Let's say a felon walks into a property management office and tries to apply for an apartment. Most property management companies will deny them due to their background. I know this because my property management company that I work for has this policy. Kentucky Fair Housing are trying to change the policies and laws. They currently have a guideline set for property management companies. The guideline states that each individual property management company should weigh each individual to see if their crimes are violent or nonviolent, to see if they are able to live there. However, these are just guidelines. Again, they are not laws and they are not policies. So property managers do not have to follow by them. I understand it is a concern to set felons to these rental properties. However, felons that are nonviolent should not be rejected. Low-level nonviolent offenders especially should not be continued to be punished by society. Criminals that the courts considered rehabilitated and cannot fully successfully return to society because they cannot get good jobs. For example, my husband committed a low-level nonviolent crime many years ago. He recently tried to apply for a job at a local car dealership and was denied this job due to his background. Out of prison, out of work study done by Lucas Colton and Dylan Crawford in July 2018 shows that unemployment is highest in the first 2 years of being released from prison. In that study, the first 2 years of release is 31%. 2 to 3 years since release is 21%. 4 or more years since release is 13%. The transition from prison back to the community is very difficult. Trying to find a job is one of the many things that keep someone from being successful in the society. The likelihood of a repeat offender is great. This is a chart of repeat offenders and new offenders. In red, you can see where the new offenders, and in blue, you can see the repeat offenders. As you can see, the repeat offenders are higher than the new offenders. This is also a chart of people that have felonies that are unemployed. It is actually higher than the Great Depression. In the Great Depression, it was 27, and nowadays it is 25. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. It is 25 in the Great Depression and 27 nowadays. The price to have a felony removed off of your record is costly. To hire an attorney to handle an expungement is anywhere from $400 to $4,000 depending on that level of crime. Anyone with a felony on their record cannot afford this because they are prevented from getting good jobs. Due to this obstacle in place by society, people that have felonies don't have a chance to better themselves. How can we expect people to move forward as responsible members of the community and when society is continuing to punish them? People, especially those that have not committed any crime that would be a threat to the safety of the community, should not be denied housing or jobs. These individuals deserve a second chance. I urge you to think about this before you deny someone a job or fair housing. Thank you.